Hey guys, it's Kirsten with Mini Session Inspiration in Photoshop Education and Sleeping on the Job podcast. Toot toot. Okay, so Stephanie sent this picture in, and I think she entitled it The Green Wall of Death. So we're going to edit this and make it look pretty. So the first thing that I do is just clean it up a smidge. So I'm going to take my lasso tool here, and I'm just going to circle that, click backspace, content aware, and hit OK. And then I'll show you a couple tools here. Right click on the Band-Aid and click Patch Tool. The Patch Tool, I'm just going to get these little boo-boos, select it, and then drag it and drag down to a place that's pretty. And then I think I'm going to do the paintbrush over here and select a hard round brush. I'm going to get rid of this line. So I'm just going to select a color right next to it. Then I can make it a little softer. Use the bracket key to make it a little bigger. I'm going to click close to Mom's sweater. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit of a... It doesn't even need to be perfect because we'll fix that in the next step. Okay, but just to get rid of that. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and do the Object Selection tool. This, you can tell Photoshop what you want to select, and I want to select the humans. Okay, so that looks pretty accurate, which I love. There's one little boo-boo by his pocket. So what I can do is right click back over here and select the quick selection. Make sure it's on the plus. Actually, I'm going to zoom up a little bit. And go back to it here. I'm going to hit the bracket key to make the little selector button a little bit bigger. I'm just going to go right down. Like that. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Okay, then, let me just go so you can see it. Okay, then I'm going to go up and, click back on the quick select. Go up here and do select and mask. These are just default settings over here. On the second hand down, or the second tool down on the left here, looks like the brush on fire. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I keep my little selector here kind of on the smaller side, but I guess I can make it a little bigger. There we go. And we're just going to select the hair. So you're just going to go around Dad's hair, medium-sized boy's hair, Mom's hair, and I think that's it. I think everything else looks beautiful. And then I'm going to output to a new layer with layer mask, and I'm going to hit OK. Beautiful. Let's turn on the background layer and then select the background layer. Now we're going to get the gradient tool. Up here, you want it to be foreground to transparent. Whoops, sorry, I just clicked it. Okay, you want it to be foreground to transparent, and you want the linear, so it's the first tool here, normal at 100%. Then you're going to hit the Alt key and select something real close to the perfect median color, close to probably the little boy's head, so you don't get a weird halo. So you're going to select it really close. Then you're going to drag and drop. You can extend as low as you want. Get all up in there. You might need to go horizontal, horizontal, up, down, who knows. Okay, so this is what you know what? I'm a ding-dong. Okay, this looks good, but I had another plan. So push pause. I am going to get it off of them. I'm going to hit Control J. I apologize. It's been a long day. Okay, so I'm going to make a copy of the background layer. Then I'm going to go to gradient, sample the little boy's, near the little boy's hair, And then we're going to do the same thing over again. So I'm just going to go in every direction here. Make sure we're at 100%. Oh my gosh, my daughter's, she just got her license yesterday and she's at her friend's house. Okay, she's like, I'm here, I'm safe. Okay. All right, so that looks good, right? So now on the background layer, background copy, we're going to put a layer mask. And then with the layer mask selected, we're going to go Control I. Another thing you can do is hit the Alt button when you click the layer, and it'll automatically have a black layer, which is what we want right now. And then we want a white brush. Make sure it's white. Hit D, X. Make sure it's white foreground. We're going to right click, make sure it's all the way soft or 0% hard, 100% soft. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just paint the gradient onto the green monster here. Okay. Now, you can see over here it's a little bit blue, but also with one light, I don't want to shock it. So I think I'm going to go down and do like 20% and kind of just move the color over. And then you can kind of click in layers. You don't want it to be stark white because that's just not, you know, what it looked like. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is make the background one entity or whatever. So I'm going to hit Layer and Merge Layers. So I'm going to try that. Okay. You know what? I'm going to undo that. I'm going to try something else. Hang on. I'm going to keep this. Yeah, I changed my mind. So keep it as a separate layer. Okay. Because I'm going to show you a trick. Go to Adjustment, make a Curves layer, and then click this little square with an arrow. That makes a clipping mask where it will only affect the layer underneath it. All right. So we are going to click on green, I think. Click the finger here, the drag and drop. You're going to sample and drag it down. So you can see it's just getting a little, let me do the before and after. It's taking a little bit of the green out of the backdrop. Oh, you know why I merged it before? I know why I merged it before. You know what? I'm going to show you why. Because it's affecting this different than this. So hold up. Don't move. Okay. I'm going to do what I did before. I'm going to click these two. I'm going to go to merge. Okay. Then I'm going to hit Control J again. Okay, so now the family is still on the top layer. I'm going to call that family. Okay, so the family is the top layer. So we're going to click on this background, copy to, and now we're going to do the same thing. Adjustment, curves, clip it to the background, select the green, the finger with the arrows, and we're going to drag it down just a smidge. Okay, let me show you before and after. So it just takes out a little bit of the green from the backdrop, but then we're going to go into just the RGB. Click on the finger again, and we're going to drag it up a little bit to make it a little bit brighter. So green and dull, whiter and brighter. Okay. Okay. So now we can go there. It's fine. So click on any of these below layers. So this looks pretty good. Like this would be acceptable for me. I'd feel happy. Mom's hair is showing, the background. There's no halo. It looks pretty good. But I'm going to take it one step further and just show you something that I love. So we're going to go to File. So click on any layer below the family. So I'm going to click on this layer. We're going to go File, Place Embedded, and I'm going to show you my overlays. I have window curtains. So, there's full length, darker with the flooring, which is lovely, but we're going to just do this layer right here. And we're going to hit place. And I'm going to go like that. That way you can see the family is still up on top here. And then the curtains just go right below the family. So I love these curtains. I sell them on my website, which is www.thephotographerscollaborative.com. They're Shelley Ferguson's, and I sell them for her in my shop. So I absolutely love the curtains, because without the curtains, my daughter kind of laughs. She's like, they look like stickers on a white piece of paper. This, to me, gives it a little bit of dimension. I don't know. It just makes it really pretty and cute. The one thing I did notice, I am going to put a layer mask on it because of Mom's hair. So it's a white layer mask. I'm going to get a black brush, which is hitting X is the shortcut. I'm going to put the opacity, like literally, I'm going to leave it at like 20% or whatever. And I'm just going to click a little bit. There we go. Just to like blend it in a little bit. But I mean, I didn't even really have to do that. It's fine. Anyway, I love the way the curtains look behind them. Anyway, so I hope a couple of these tips and tricks were new to you. Let me know what you think. Have a play, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Stephanie.